And I remember in my village we used to say, muzibe wuyo, tasobola akola ki.
Girls are more sympathetic
Than boys.
So I think my relationship with the other gender has not been a bad one. There was a narrative that I was blind because my ancestors had not been appeased.
Hey.
And therefore they were annoyed.
And they made you blind.
And so they made me appearance than the physical appearance.
So you can feel that really this woman is beautiful. What are some of the unique features that you can feel that this woman is beautiful? Not physical. Because
emotional. They're really emotional.
Like what?
Hi viewers, my name is Yona Wasswa, and I am the Executive Director of Concerted Efforts for Rights Uganda, CERU. I live with 3 impairments, visual and audio, so I can hardly hear and I can hardly see. So I struggle with those 2 impairments.
Okay, were you born with them?
No, I lost my vision 3 months after my birth. And then I got the hearing impairment when I'm 13 years after resulting from an accident.
Oh. Yeah. 3 months after birth?
Yes.
Both of them?
Both eyes,
the eyes?
Both eyes, yes, because the problem was cataracts. For those who are into the eye world know that cataract is one of those causes of blindness among children. Others are born with, others acquire it immediately after birth. So I'm a cataract survivor.
Oh. Yeah. And then the hearing?
I got an accident in 2000. My twin brother passed on, so I got internal injuries. So, thanks be to God, I was rushed to the hospital, and the blood was stopped from flowing. Otherwise, I would equally be dead. By that time, unfortunately, the left side of the ear had already been those auditory nerves, the auditory nerves on the left-hand side of the ear had already got into contact with blood, and therefore that caused that ear to close, to permanently non-functional.
Oh, wow. So during your young stage, did the parents take initiative to take you to the hospital, or like maybe did they have hopes of you recovering?
Yeah, I thank God. Even the site, they struggled. They really wanted me to see, but at site level, I think there was delay. Otherwise, if I had been operated when I was young, doctors say I would have a fairer vision. With hearing, I was immediately rushed to the hospital, and there was that hope from my parents that maybe I would hear, but the doctor told us that's a new life I was going into, and I only had to be prepared to live with it.
So how come you can hear? Because I haven't called you and you've not responded. I even called you on phone and you respond. You cannot. You even called me yesterday. Hello, Serena. How are you?
Yes.
So how is this possible?
It's possible because we are at a close distance, and even when you get the phone, you put it in the ear. So, but if say you stand far away and you call me, I will not respond.
Okay. So for as long as you have a close range,
yes.
that one you can be able to perform. Yes. So how was your child stage? How did you go through the child stage? Because there's a lot of bullying in school. It happens a lot in schools. For example, you cannot hear, you cannot see. How did you cope up with that? in your school time?
I must be honest, because my primary education, I was at Sistema Primary, completely a completely inclusive school. And being young, I think I thought life was I was normal because I would go and sit at the closest range with the blackboard where I could hear the teacher. I of course there are those names that my colleagues would call me. I would cry once in a while. Maybe I would go home and tell my mother I don't need to go back to school because they abuse me, and my mother would again cane me and take me back to school. So I got a feeling that probably my mother doesn't like me because my parents, because they forced me to go back to school. And then when I got to school, some children would fear to sit near me. Others would call me, particularly those stigmatizing names. I think they really discouraged me to study.
What are some of those names that you used to hear? The titles?
They would call you Kasiru Yaja. They would say I am mad. They would say I am blind. I'm just being polite, but when you change into the local languages, you not like the.
No. For our audience, please tell us, because I know someone is watching you.
Yeah.
And they could be in the same situation that you are in.
Yeah, so they would call you Muzibe. They would call you Kasiru. They would call you Katala. They would call you Mawaya. Interestingly, by that time, primary one, the examination was not through writing, it was through teachers would just call you one by one and ask you. So I managed to be the first in my class.
In primary one?
Yes. And then being a village school, at the end of the term, they would give us books, they would give us a basin. So somehow, that changed the attitude of even people who thought I was just going to school past time. Even my real parents, my dad is taking me to school. I remember he said instead of being at home, I should go to school and play with my colleagues. So my sister, whom I follow, was given instruction to make sure doesn't leave me. Now that meant that she had to leave her class, primary 4, to be coming to P1 and see me throughout. But then after that 1 year, the narrative changed. I went through my education journeys successfully.
From primary 1 to primary 7?
Yes.
Was it the same school?
Same school.
Weren't you given exceptional papers or materials regards to your impairment?
No, by that time, my vision was slightly fairer than it is now.
Okay.
So I would write at very close. So I just even my pieces, even my papers, I wrote there.
You wrote them?
I wrote there.
UPE?
Yes.
Oh, that is
so,
good.
But now, I like the people of Busitema. I like Church of Uganda, of Shanyonja. We used to sing choir there. We had a very nice reverend and the lay reader. So I must be honest that I suffered in the first year of my studies. Thereafter, the narrative changed.
So what about this high school and university?
Now there, high school and university, the life was quite good because high school I was in a specialized kind of school where it's a girls' school, but there's an annex for the blind. So the school basically knew the challenges that the students with visual impairment have, and so did the girls, the students know. So I must be honest that I received the most, the best treatment from both the teachers and the students. Now, at the university, this was again another inclusive setting where you are in a class and then they give you cases to go and read. So you basically now have to make friends with the colleagues, the fellow students. So I must say that my life has been fairer, save for by the time when we were at the university, the internet was not as it is now, and most of the literature was not online like it is now. So access to information was a bit a challenge. You needed to really depend heavily on your colleagues who have read for you. But I think now things are okay. You can go to the internet and get almost every book you want. Yeah.
So at the university, you were not exceptional. Which university did you go to?
Okay.
Makerere University. Was there a section of the
No.
So you did exams as any other student?
Like another child, the student.
Wow, that's a unique feature.
Now, I think passing exams is about determination, it's about commitment, and yeah, it's about accepting to sacrifice some of your time and commit to book. So it's really it is immaterial whether you have impairment or you don't have. Though now when you have impairment, you put in more time, you put in more commitment than probably the other able-bodied people. Yeah.
So Yona, did you have a girlfriend at the university?
No, I was not hard. Like I've told you, I studied in a girls' school for quite many years. My secondary and high school. So relating with the other gender has never been a challenge to me. I must be honest that even at reading, helping you to read and do what, find the girls are more sympathetic
Than boys.
So I think my relationship with the other gender has not been a bad one.
You have as many friends, including me.
Yes.
That is so good. So what are some of the talents that you acquire?
Talent.
Some unique, yes. Are you a singer? Can you sing?
No, I have a funny voice, so I think I cannot sing. I tried to run.
To run?
Run when.
To be an athlete?
Yeah, but I would run with the support of another. So that meant that I had to run as fast as whoever was holding my hand.
Oh, yeah. So while you're running, you need to have a support.
Someone, yes. So now that means that I must run at the speed of whoever I'm running with. So I left that. I think I like dancing. I wonder whether I'm a good dancer, but the dancing doesn't have a formula. So
you can dance. So what is that most interesting hobby that you love most and you have not achieved it?
I think I would love to be a minister.